Legion. All right, we are back. Now, this is Game of Thrones beginner guide. Now, if you were lucky enough to just say, not lucky enough, but if you're curious enough to say Game of Thrones, I'm cool with it. Let's check it out. Share this video immediately. This reaction or the original. Either way, this is Samuel L. Jackson, I believe, almost like reading his own synopsis of like Game of Thrones. So that's gonna be that's awesome. So let's just get into it real quick. See what it's all about. Let's hope it's good. It has to be good. It's Samuel L. Jackson, right? And he's not acting, so let's do it.
Okay, newbie, we've only got a few minutes and a lot to cover, so listen up. The first thing you need to know about this world is, no, not dragons. Fuck those dragons. Focus. The seasons in this place last a ridiculously long time, so when we start this, everyone has just come out of a long summer. So let's just say, they ain't too happy about winter coming.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Oh,
Winter
God.
is coming.
Stop that. You're making me uncomfortable.
Over in Westeros, Lord Eddard Stark, a.k.a. Ned, is asked by his friend, the king, Robert Baratheon, to be the hand of the king, a.k.a. right-hand man. Ned doesn't want to go, but that's his boy. So he uproots his family and heads to King's Landing.
Boy.
Nice family, right? Don't get attached. I'm just saying.
Wow,
Over
spoiler.
on Essos, the exiled children of House Targaryen want King Robert dead and the throne back in their family. Before Robert, it belonged to their father, the Mad King, who tried to burn everybody in the kingdom to a crisp with wildfire until this motherfucker killed him. Now, he's the king's brother-in-law, the queen's twin brother. Put a pin in that, because that's important. Now, Daenerys Targaryen gets married off to Khal Drogo, leader of the Dothraki, in exchange for using their badass army to take the throne back. At least, that was the plan. Oh, and she got some eggs as a gift.
Yeah.
Beautiful, right? Okay, now, the last place you need to
Where's
know
this
about
going?
is this 300-mile-long, 700-foot-high ice wall. The Knights watch defend the wall against their sworn enemies, the Wildlings. But that's not the only thing they need to worry about.
Yep.
And some time has passed now, and all hell is broken loose because of things I don't have time to explain.
Oh.
Just know that all 7 of the kingdoms of Westeros, peacetime is done. Finito. Everybody
Rob.
thinks they should sit on the Iron Throne. This guy, this guy too.
Wow, I
And the
got
guy who's
old.
on the throne
The other
now
one.
is the heir. He's not exactly humble about it either.
The king can do as he likes.
People doubt the legitimacy of his right to the throne because his uncle and mom, the queen, are a little too close. Come on, baby. Let's do tonight. Remember those lovely eggs?
Yep.
Danny found a way to hatch them. And yes, you guessed it, 3 little dragon babies.
There we go. Oh,
Oh, they're so cute.
no, they're not.
Over on that big ice wall, Jon Snow, Ned's illegitimate son,
He was
and
in
the rest of the
Jurassic
Night's
Park,
Watch
that
are
was-
really getting worried about the wildlings on the other side. And these motherfuckers are cold. Which is why everybody should be worried about this long-ass winter coming, but instead are too busy fighting. Meanwhile, Danny's dragons finally got bigger. Oh, relax, not that much. She still needs an army if she wants that throne. So she heads over to Slaver's Bay to try and get one. Nobody seems to have any idea that the White Walkers are about to wipe out everybody. The 7 kingdoms, the wildlings, everybody.
Everybody.
But the clue aside from Jon Snow seems to be her.
This war
Oh,
of 5
shit.
kings means nothing.
Jesus.
Meanwhile, this jerk is still on the Iron Throne. So right now, House Lannister is winning this game.
If you want justice, you've come to the wrong place.
And the only reason they're winning is the wealthy House Tyrell is backing them. So this asshole has to marry her to fuse the families together.
Oh, she's so
What
hot.
happened to all the Starks, you ask? Well, let me tell you, they're not doing so well.
Plays a good Moriarty in
His wife
Elementary.
and his mother, well, let's just say some wedding invitations you should decline. Sansa's stuck in King's Landing with this motherfucker, and Arya teams up with this scary-looking dude to survive. Bran tripping. Meanwhile, nobody's paying
What?
attention to Dany, who did pretty well for herself. The dragons are even bigger and can now do some serious damage. She's got thousands of followers and 8,000 of the baddest soldiers in the land. Now that's formation.
That's winning, right? I wish you would have
But
said
she's
winning.
not the only one who has an army, see?
shit.
The White Walkers, the scary motherfuckers, they got one too. The Night Watch is trying the best they can to stop them. And remember what I said about winter a few minutes ago?
This is
It's
awesome.
almost here, and still ain't nobody ready. Even though they've been saying winter's coming for 4 seasons now.
Wow.
Cersei thinks she's a good leader, but she ain't. She's pretty much Marie Antoinette in this whole situation.
Oh,
The
shit.
people. You think I care?
So people turn against the leaders and turn
shit.
to religion.
Fucking sparrows.
A dangerous one. As for the Starks, well, Arya is working on her revenge dance, and Jon Snow is still with the Night's Watch defending the wall.
I used to say dead.
So,
but-
let's look at the wall again, shall we? Remember, Jon knows that the White Walkers, aka Army of the Dead, are coming. And being the good guy that he is, decides to try and save the Wildlands from getting wiped out. The Night's Watch aren't exactly thrilled about this idea, but
No.
Jon doesn't care. He's the Lord Commander, and they have to do as they're told. And
fuck
remember
that little
other battle
bastard.
Jon fought? We didn't have time to show you? That's nothing. Nothing compared to, man, listen. Trust me.
Why
I
do
wish
I-
I had time to show you this battle, but it is sick.
What I feel like I'm watching the Boondocks right now, man. Oh, Jesus.
She's having trouble controlling
The
everybody.
grandfather, man.
The former slaves, the masters, these guys with the masks. Even her dragons ain't fans of hers right now. And what's worse, before nobody even knew she had dragons and she wasn't a threat. Now everybody knows she had dragons.
I love it, man.
Some solid advice as to what to do next.
I am the gift.
He is Tyrion. Sure, he's a Lannister and he's a lush, but hey, don't hold that against him.
You're going to advise me.
Now, let's check in on the Stark kids
All right,
one more time.
cool. We doing
Sansa
good.
Can't catch a break and is now stuck in the worst relationship of her life with this dickhead. As for Arya, a girl has decided to boost her skill set by becoming no one. And out of nowhere, Jon Snow's men show him just how much they didn't appreciate risking their lives to try and save the wildling. And of course, we all know what happened next, because it was huge. Huge.
Huge.
Oh, you don't, huh? Wait, what? Oh, sorry, folks. We run out of time. Shame, shame, shame. Because all of this is nothing compared to what we didn't have a chance to get into. The backstabbing, the lying, the cheating, the parts that'll make you feel uncomfortable.
That part was awesome. The explosion.
Parts that will break your heart. Epic battles. I mean, you need to see it for yourself. You really do. And, huh? What? Yes, okay, yes, we have dragons. After all that, you still stuck on these fucking dragons? Okay, you want to see a dragon, motherfucker? All right, here you go. Here you fucking go. You happy now?
I'm pretty happy, man. I'm pretty happy that he went all out like that. That was really good. That was really good. There's a lot of for me, that felt like there's a lot of downtime for me during that, because there's parts that I've seen, parts that maybe weren't the greatest. I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, you should just do this and edit that." And reaction is what it is. I enjoyed it, even if I didn't show it here. I thought it was really funny. Honestly, it really brought me back to it's like before Samuel Jackson was actually in the cinematic universe. This really reminded me of at the end of Iron Man 1 and the other cameos that he's making at the time. All that snarkiness. It got a little bit of Pulp Fiction or whatever. It got a little bit of that in there. Not the planes. Fuck that. That was probably the worst thing that's ever happened to him. I felt like this was a lot of Samuel Jackson's greatest hits on what he ever said. I don't know why, but he's reminded me vocally of on Boondocks, the granddad, because he just said the weirdest shit sometimes. You want to, he's just going nuts and everybody, and that was just great, man. That was just fun to watch. Sometimes I know a lot of people expect reactions to just be these extreme facial reaction type stuff, even if you don't mean it. And I'm not really all about that. I genuinely enjoyed watching that. What the fuck was that? I genuinely enjoyed watching it. I had a lot of fun, and I would definitely share this with my friends. not my reaction. I'm talking about the actual video. And yeah, I think I'm just going to get straight out of it. It's a 7-minute and 40-second long video, which was insane. I think that's why I felt very up and down within the videos, because there was some high moments, some low moments, and honestly, like I said, his greatest hits. Some of the stuff I felt like I heard before, you know? So, yeah, I don't know, that's how I felt. But I still enjoyed it. It was a great video, and it's definitely worth the watch. I suggest maybe you suggest it to a friend, is what I was going to say. It's something that you should just watch with your friends if you're Game of Thrones fans. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. I enjoyed it, and honestly, this makes me want to go back and rewatch the all the seasons except for like the last one, because the part where they said where she was whatever it was, she's drinking the wine with the short hair. If you haven't seen it, that's a great scene. If you have seen it, spoilers right now. That explosion was awesome. That was great. Okay, no more spoilers. The girl that was the queen at the time for Joffrey's brother, she's just really hot, ain't she? Like, fuck. She, like I was saying earlier, she was in Elementary, which is a Sherlock Holmes TV show on CBS in America, and she plays Moriarty, which is awesome. She plays a great Moriarty, and with that, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you like the video, you like the channel, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I do appreciate it. I'll see you on whatever video I'm doing next. Once again, my name is Azrael. Later, guys. Thanks for hanging out.